Hello guys, today I am going to read pre-fertilization events. These include all the events of sexual reproduction prior to the fusion of gametes. The two main pre-fertilization events are gametogenesis and the gamete transfer. Topic first, gametogenesis. As you are already aware, gametogenesis refers to the process of formation of the two types of gametes, the male and female. Gametes are haploid cells. Types of gametes example A. Isogametes of Cladophora and Alga. B. Heterogametes of Fucus and Alga. Heterogametes of Homo sapiens human beings. In some algae, the two gametes are so similar in appearance that it is not possible to categorize them into male and female gametes. They are They are hence called homogametes, isogametes. However, in a majority of sexually reproducing organisms, the gametes produced are of two morphologically distinct types, heterogametes. In such organisms, the male gamete is called anthrozoid or a sperm, and the female gamete is called egg or ovum. Sexuality in organisms. Sexual reproduction in organisms generally involves the fusion of gametes from two different individuals. But this is not always true. From your recollection of example study in class 11th, can you identify cases where self-fertilization is observed? Of course, citing such examples in plants is easy. Plants may have both male and female reproductive structure in the same plant bisexual or on different plants unisexual. In several fungi and plants, terms such as homothallic and monoecious are used to denote the bisexual condition, and heterothallic and dioecious are the terms used to describe unisexual condition. In flowering plants, the unisexual male flower is staminate, that is bearing stamens, while the female is pistillate or bearing pistils. In some flowering plants, both male and female flowers may be present on the same individual monoecious or on separate individual dioecious. Some examples of monoecious plants are cucurbits and coconuts, and of dioecious plants are papaya and date palm. Name Name the type of gametes that are formed in staminate and pistillate flowers. But what about animals? Are individuals of all species either male or female unisexual, or are there species which possess both the reproductive organs bisexual? You probably can make a list of several unisexual animal species. Earthworms figure 1.6 says sponge, tapeworm, and leech. Typical examples of bisexual animals that possess both male and female reproductive organs are hermaphrodites. Cockroach is an example of unisexual species. Cell division during gamete formation. Gametes in all heterogametic species are of two types, namely male and female. Gametes are haploid through the parent plant body from which they arise may be either haploid or diploid. A haploid parent produces gametes by mitotic division. Does Does this mean that meiosis never occurs in organisms that are haploid? Carefully examine the flowcharts of life cycles of algae that you have studied in class 11, chapter 3 to get a suitable answer. Several organisms belonging to Monera, fungi, algae, and bryophytes have haploid plant body, but in organisms belonging to pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, and most of the animals, including human beings. The parental body is diploid. It is obvious that meiosis, the reduction division, has to occur if a diploid body has to produce haploid gametes. Diversity of sexuality in organisms. A. Bisexual animal earthworm. B. Unisexual animal cockroach. C. Monoecious plant Cara. D. Dioecious plant Mercansia. E. Bisexual flower shoot potato. Table 1.1. Chromosome number in meiocytes, diploid 2n and gametes haploid n of some organism. Name of organism, chromosome number in meiocytes 2n, chromosome number in gametes n. Human beings 46 in 2n, 23 in n. Horsefly 12 and 6. Rat 42 and 21. Dog 78 and 39. Cat 38 and 19. Fruit fly 8 and 4. Ophiglossum, a fern 1260 and 630. Apple 34 17. Rice 24 and 12. Maize 20 10. Potato 48 24. Butterfly 380 190. Onion 16 and 8. In diploid organisms, a specialized cells called meiocytes, gamete mother cell undergo meiosis. At the end of meiosis, only one set of chromosomes gets incorporated into each gamete. Carefully study table 1.1 and fill in the diploid and haploid chromosome number of organisms. Is there any relationship in the number of chromosomes of meiocytes and gametes? Now we will see gamete transfer, fertilization, and post fertilization events in the next upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.